Hello everyone, this is task 3 given by Vimal Daga sir. So under summer program, so we have created chat program, and in this chat program there will be two client and one server. So client A will send data like video data to server, and server will forward this video data to client B. Simply it will happen like this, but here what we are doing is client A is sending data to server and client B is also sending data to server, and server is then concatenate both the images and make group video, and it is forwarding that group video to client A and client B also. So it is like WhatsApp or other video calls that we do. In that video call, both person can see each other's face. So we have created something like that, but we have not put server on any cloud or something. It is in local system only. So if we want, then we can put it in cloud also. So let me show what I have done here. So first this is my server program, and this is my client A program, and in another piece client B program is also there. So let me first explain what we have done in server program. So in server program we have imported socket, threading, pickle, and CV2 and NumPy. So first of all we have created socket for both server client 1 and client 2, and we make that socket reusable. Again we have two client we are creating, so port 1 and port 2 for both the clients, and we have this is the IP of server. Even if we will not mention this IP, nothing is going to do work, everything will work finely. And then we have binded the IP and port. Again we made this server on listen mode, so that if any client will come, it will provide service to that client, and after listen, if some client is coming, then it will accept the request and connection request and bind that client. So and again this is listen mode for client 2, and this will accept the connection request for client 2 also. Now we made this loop on never ending loop, can say infinite loop. Under infinite loop, what my program is doing, it is receiving data from client A and client B. So what client A, client B will send, client A, client B both will send image data. So it will continuously keep on receiving client data from client A and client B. So after receiving, obviously data will be in byte form, so it will first load the data, and it will convert it into array. But as we are here it is sending program, so before sending also we are first compressing the data, 3D data into 2D form, and then we are sending. So here also it is first loading the data, and then it is converting into 2D format, and then it is converted into 3D array that we need to convert it into image or video. So for both the client it is doing the same, and then after doing that we want to make a video call type something. So we are just making both the video of same size, and then we are concatenate both the images, and we are just making rectangle outside that, so that it will look like window. And again we are encoding that to byte form, and we are sending it to clients, because obviously what will server do with all those videos and photos? What we want is we want both the client with see each other's face or video. So client server will do all these things, and again it will forward the data to client. So this is all about this is converted into byte data, and it is sending byte data to both the client, connection 1 and connection 2. So this is all about server program. And in client program we have done two things, obviously in one window, one camera we can use for one purpose only, and I don't have any extra webcam, so I have used a mobile phone for extra webcam. So this is in client B program. So this is client A program. So let me first explain client A program. So in client A program we have used internal webcam, and we have created socket for client A and server. Then we have sent connection request to server, After accepting the connection request, again we have put this in while loop, like infinite loop, while loop for true condition. So obviously it is an infinite loop, and under infinite loop it is keep on taking the like clicking the pic of person who is before camera, and it will keep on taking pic. And after taking pic, obviously it will first compress the size of pic, that is it will convert 3D array to 2D array, and after converting to 2D array it is converting to byte form, and after converting to byte form it is sending back the data to server, so that server will again make collage of that and will send back to all the clients. So this is for sending data, and when after sending, obviously both client will want that they will they'll be able to see each other's face or something. So here this is for receiving data. We have randomly put this value because we don't know how much the size of data forwarded by server program, so we have randomly put the size, maximum size that we want. And after this we have received the data. Obviously this will be again in byte form, so we have loaded this data and converted into 2D array. Again we have converted into 3D array, and if data accepted data is not none, means if we are getting some data, then it will be shown in screen of client side. And here this is the condition that if we want to say, if we are clicking enter, that we want to close the program, close the window, then it will break the loop and it will come out of loop and it will close the window. So this window we are using, so we are closing this window at that time. So this is all about client A program. Now I am going to show client B program. So in client B side we have used mobile camera. So for that we have imported URL lib also, and this is other things are same as client A. So this is the URL we will get from client side, camera from camera webcam. So for that we have used IP webcam app in mobile, and that will provide us this IP according to our same hotspot. So obviously if we are using a mobile phone and we have a local server, then that should be also in same hotspot, like same Wi-Fi connection. And this is the IP of server, and this is the port given by server to this client. So here we are creating socket for client, and this is the connection. This with this client will send connection request. So this thing like client socket will store the data of both server and client. With this again we are clicking pic, and after clicking pic it will be in 1D array, so we are converted into byte array. Then after converting to byte array we are converting into 2D array, and again we want to resize that, so we converted into 3D array, and then we have resized that, and again we have encoded so that it will convert it into byte form, and after converting to byte form we have sent it to server, and we have sent it to server, so that further things we all know that what server is going to do. So again after sending data to server, we want to receive data, so that it will have both the side both clients pic. So here we are receiving data, and again we are converting into readable form of array, and after converting it into readable form, if data is not none, again it will convert it into image, and it will show us on window. That window's name I have given as friends on call. And again if this method will fail, if we will not collect any data, if data will not come or something will happen, then this will try first. If something will happen, some error will come, then this will accept this condition, and it will print that waiting for network, or there's some network connection error and something like that, and it will not crash our program. So that for that not to crash our program, we are using try and accept. So this will happen, and after finally our window will close. This window we are using, so we are closing this window only. So this is all about client B program. So now I am going to run all this program, so that we'll get to know that what actually happening here. So this is my server program. Let me run this. Okay, so I have run the server program, This is the IP of server program as I shown there, and this is client A. So I have run client A also. Now let me run client B also. I have run client B also. Now let's go to server side. Let's see what is happening here. If server will accept the connection request of any IP, then it will show it here. Okay, so it has accepted the connection request of IP1. Let's see what is happening to IP2, why it is not. Okay, so it is still running. Okay, so it has shown it has shown us the okay, so here we got our output, and that is, let's see what came out. Okay, so this is for client A side and this is for client B side. Like here both must have come, like both came on my Windows only, but if our server will be on any cloud or something like that, then both client A and client B will get the same Windows, and I have got both the Windows in my system only. So let me show what these two windows are. So this is like that. So okay, thank you so much to listen to me, and this is our program. This is from our team, Summer Group 9, Subgroup 10, presented by Deepak, Pratik Sanodia, Pratik Korgankar, Shilpi Gautam and Yash Rawat. So thank you so much to listen to us. Thank you.